to divide 0.8451 by 3. And that, when we get the answer to that, we bring it back together. Now, I explained to you earlier that the reason this minus is placed on the top is to make an emphasis that the minus belongs only to 1 and not to the fractional part of this logarithm, which is the mantissa. So we're going to treat it this way during this division. All right? So whenever the characteristic part, the digit there is not the same as the number that is dividing it, you are going to handle it separately. So how do I mean separately? You know, if I decided to have minus 1 over 3 plus 0.8451 over 3, if I decided to add them together, I'm still going to get negative 1.8451 divided by 3. So I'm going to treat it this way. But there's still another problem. This is negative 1 divided by 3, and this is 0.8451 divided by 3. It's easy to divide this one, and it will still stay the way it looks. But if you divide this one, you're going to get decimals. But now we don't want to get decimals in the characteristic part. We still want it to just be a whole number, a single number. So what do? We're going to perform an operation now that will change the appearance of this, but not necessarily the value. So what do? Now remember, if I say minus 1 plus 1, that gives me 0. If I say minus 3 plus 3, that gives me 0. If I say minus 100 plus 100, that gives me 0. So I am going to add 0 to these expressions so that it doesn't change anything, but I'm not going to use the number 0. Instead, I'm going to add something to this minus 1 that will make it become minus 3 and add the other part to this such that it will become the same number minus the same number plus the same number, which equates to 0. So it's going to change the values, the look rather, but it's not necessarily going to change the value of this fraction. Okay? So which number will I introduce to minus 1 that will make it become minus 3? That number is minus 2. So that means I am going to bring in minus 2 plus 2. So minus 2 will be introduced to this one, plus 2 will be introduced to this one. And when you have performed this operation, you would have actually been adding just 0. So it doesn't change the value. So minus 1 minus 2 gives you minus 3.